Hi everyone, this is Jennifer. Of course, I am a legal assistant here with Farmer and Wright. I am so sorry about the delay. As mentioned earlier, it sounds like there is kind of a significant issue happening with Zoom right now, probably just because a lot of people are working from home and just like us, we're working in those situations. But we were able to kind of get it all figured out, and we have Mr. Farmer, Todd Farmer, here with us today at Farmer and Wright. And we wanted to first thank you guys for just taking some time. A lot of people have seen our first video, and we're going to be continuously doing this every day this week, Monday through Thursday, 11 o'clock a.m. Central Time to 12 p.m. Eastern Time to answer your financial questions right now. We know that there's a lot of misinformation out there and just a lot of questions and concerns, so we want to be able to answer those. Isn't that right, Todd?
Sure. I've been getting bombarded with emails and with phone calls from people, and I thought if we just get on daily, that'll give people a way to get their questions answered and just stay in touch with everybody during this.
Yeah, and we did actually get some questions, and we're going to kind of talk about unemployment. As I mentioned really quick, there was 3.3 million people last week that filed for unemployment, and we can only imagine that the numbers are going to be unfortunately increasing as more states are going to stay-at-home request. What would you suggest, Tom or Todd? What's the best thing that somebody should do in case they find themselves in a situation that unfortunately they're no longer working?
Well, this is, it's just crazy. This wasn't a topic in people's minds, a month ago. But what I think people need to do first is certainly go file for unemployment. There will be an additional federal subsidy that will be available for people in addition to the state unemployment office. And the state, while their website's been overwhelmed, you are able to go in and apply for unemployment online. But I tell everyone, unemployment is intended to be a Band-Aid. It's a Band-Aid. It's supposed to be a short-term fix until people get back to work. And what I think I'm going to see, while people, they file unemployment, and that may be enough to kind of get their utilities paid and buy food and take care of some basic necessities, it's really not going to be enough. It's not intended to be enough to really deal with their financial issues, like if they had large outstanding medical bills or credit cards or other things that they get behind on.
And I think that's actually one of the questions that we got. Heather from Fancy Farm actually said, what happens now if my unemployment doesn't cover all of my finances? What are the finances, what are the bills that somebody should maybe be willing to negotiate with?
Unfortunately, I think we're in a time where people are going to have to prioritize. And certainly I tell people, take care of your, I tell people, food, medicine, utilities first. I tell people, you take care of your food, medicine, utilities, and then as I go down the list, I would pay my car payment. Then if I ain't left, I'd pay my house payment. And unfortunately, that doesn't leave a lot of money for most people if they've got credit cards, or if they get behind on their house, or if they get behind on medical conditions and things. And so what I think we're going to see is people kind of prioritize, take care of their necessities, and then they're going to have to seek some type of bankruptcy relief in order to be able to deal with everything else.
And I think also the key is that people that may be in those kind of questions right now are asking, well, is there anything I can do? Especially in the state of Kentucky, where we're basically at a stay-at-home request. I mean, it's not really been enforced and it's not there, but our governor is asking us to kind of stay away and do social distancing. So for us as clients or people that want to meet with us, they can meet with us just like this, right?
We've been seeing a really good response with, we're one of the few people statewide that really do video consultations on a daily basis. We have someone available every day between 8 and 5, maybe even 8 and 6, where we're meeting with people wherever they are. We're meeting with them just like this through their living room or on their webcam, and we're able to offer people a consultation and explain to them what their options are and kind of put a roadmap out for them over the next couple of months of how we help them deal with their financial situation.
And I think that's it. I mean, even with us, we had a little technical difficulty, but we were able to work through it really quickly. I think it's exciting for our firm because there's been a lot of roadblocks, it seems like, to protect credit or to protect those who owe money. And it seems like we're consistently overcoming those right now because we know the importance of taking care of people's finances.
Yeah, we have a lot of people. I've gotten a call about, I'm getting a call from this creditor and this creditor. And one thing I tell people that may not realize is, show up for a video consultation and then refer all your creditor calls to us. I think that's been a big relief for people. Once you've retained an attorney, a debt collector cannot continue to call you. Mm-hmm. And so just taking those phone calls away from people and the harassment that, many of these less than nice creditors have working their phones has been a big relief from people. And so we tell people you can once we're hired, you send those us, and I'll talk to those people every day.
And I think that's the big thing. So if you want kind of relief right now and you want to schedule like a video consult, just like Todd and I are speaking, call our office, or even better, just send us a message right here on this Facebook page. We can get you something scheduled and make it comfortable for you. And like he said, meet you where you're at. Speaking of, George in Louisville sent us a message. This one's a big one. If you're unemployed right now, what should you do with your 401k? If you're not working, you have those funds sitting there. Should you utilize those funds?
This is really a case-by-case situation. I'm going to give a general answer, and I'd like to talk to him more to deal with the specific situation. But there's going to be if you take money out of your 401k, traditionally you've had to pay the tax and you've had to pay the penalty. Mm-hmm. The CARES Act, it may waive the penalty, but you're still going to have to pay the 20 to 25% tax on a 401k withdrawal. So I only recommend people do that in a last resort situation. And I've had a number of people who have not consulted an attorney in time in the past, and what they've done is they've gone in, they've spent all their 401k, then they've realized they needed to seek bankruptcy relief. Whereas if we'd have had that consultation up front, I would have told them, look, if we seek bankruptcy relief right now, you could have protected your 401k and gotten to keep that entire balance after the bankruptcy case instead of using it before. So really, before you do that, I strongly recommend anyone have a consultation with us, and let's make sure before you take that out, we know what direction you need to go first.
And I think that's a big thing, and Sam kind of alluded to it, and you have too, that this is just a temporary solution. Or a situation that we're in right now, and we don't want to be a long range effect for you, where if you're accessing those funds, I mean, that's your retirement, and in 2 or 3, when you can retire, you want those funds still there. So let's talk about what your situation is now versus accessing things that maybe you can keep and everything, right?
Well, I tell people, if I had a guy yesterday I was meeting with, and he was considering taking his 401k out to stay current on his credit cards and things. But he said, gosh, I'm going to be out of work for several months. I said, well, look, why don't we talk about seeking bankruptcy relief? We get all these unsecured obligations off of you. Then you sign up for employment. And then if you've got to take real minor withdrawals just to bridge the gap until you get back to work, that's not the end of the world. But don't use up all that money you've saved paying Visa or paying on old hospital bills when you may need that money, for more pressing things.
Perfect. One last question that we did just get, Todd, I want to make sure that I get to them. Rebecca, actually in Louisville as well, just sent a question. She said, I just found out that I was unemployed. What should I go ahead and do specifically in relationship with talking to you? Is it too soon to talk to you? How far behind do I have to be in my bills? At what point do I call you?
Well, first of all, I'm glad she reached out today. I wish more people would be a little more proactive and have this conversation up front. I recommend going ahead, scheduling a time to talk. Now's probably a good time. We can talk about what the next 3 or 4 months is going to look like for her, and then we can kind of give her a timeline of what may work, so she doesn't make any missteps along the way.
Perfect. So Rebecca, give us a call, and if you're watching this video right now, whether or not you're watching live or on a repeat, just give us a call, send us a message. Let us know how we can help, because we want to be able to kind of meet you where you're at. If you're wearing pajamas, that's perfectly fine. We want you to be comfortable through the discussion as well. So send us a message, and make sure you like our page. We're going to be here again Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Central Time, 12 p.m. Eastern. By liking our page, you're going to see the videos come up and be alerted of that. If you know somebody that has to hear this message, make sure you share this to them. You don't want to kind of get out in their business. You can even share it by sending it in a private message to them. So hit that share button, click on send a direct message, and just let people know that we're here for them right now. We are fully functioning. We are able to take care of clients and get you protected right away from consumers if you need it. Right, Todd?
Anytime. We're here 8 to 5. We've assigned an attorney in our office really to be on call from 8 to 5 every day, just to make sure we're helping people during this. So call us anytime.
Yeah, and I think that's actually why we have somebody on call, is because the other attorneys are out there filing things and still doing things and protecting creditors. So you kind of have to have somebody on call, because we want to make sure we can answer your questions. So thanks so much, Todd, for visiting us, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, thanks. Bye.